Those who are in here be evicted. And if they are not evicted, I'll take the law in my hand. And I do whatever it takes to protect my property, because that is within the Constitution. I have the mandate to protect myself if the government is not able to protect me. How can I be evicted from Lemruti, from Ngarua? I come here again, I'm evicted. Where do I go? And why should this continue? My name is Jack Githae. I'm the proprietor of the School of Advertisement and Technology. I am here at, we call it Kaburini, near the PGH, a property we secured in 1992 to establish our school after we were displaced from Laikipia at Lemruti Gatundia. My application for establishment of African Renaissance International University goes back to 1987. My intention was to establish the school at Lemruti, Gatundia area, where I have 200 acres. And we are in the process of establishing the university when the 1992 tribal crisis came in 1992. Thereafter, we realized that the political setup in Laikipia wasn't very good. So I decided to look for an alternative venue where I can establish my school, because I live for rejuvenation of African indigenous knowledge and traditional medicine. And by grace of God, I was able to secure this property in 1992. When I bought it, I had the plan for a full-fledged institution with tuition block, dormitories, lecture halls, laboratories, which were approved by public health and the physical planning officer of Nyeri. But when we were just about to start the development of the premises, on the basis of the plans that were approved, the county government of Nyeri intervened. The argument is the property isn't either mine, it belongs to this, and we are forced to suspend the project. And meanwhile, I decided to establish it as a botanical garden, a medicinal plant botanical garden. And around 1994, 1995 or thereabout, I planted more than 4,000 medicinal plants of East Africa. They did very well, and when they are just about to mature, the premises was raided by the county government, and a lot of those medicinal plants were cut down. The argument they were clearing because it's a property or because they are thugs who are staying here. I went to court, I engaged the police, but for reasons I don't know, this matter was not investigated and properly prosecuted. The idea of people raiding in and getting in as mechanics with the orders and direction of the county government of Nyeri has happened severally. They have got in, started cutting the vegetation, started apportioning the area to individual mechanic, and on several occasions I've gone to the police in Nyeri with my title deed and have sought their advice and their intervention, and the raiders have been evicted on several occasions. Today I was alerted by the caretaker that last night there are people who are clearing the bush within the premises. I told him I would come this morning. Even before I came, many people got in here and they started clearing once again. I asked my daughter to report the matter to the police. Lady Amudhoni reported the matter to the police. She went with our title for the property. I came in here personally and I pleaded with the raiders to get off my property because it's private property. And what they are doing is trespass. And the cutting they were doing is malicious damage to property. Quite a number of them considered and they got out. But a few remnants are still hanging around and continuing the destruction of my property in spite of reporting the matter to the local area police. My appeal to the county commander of Nyeri My appeal to the county government of Nyeri and my appeal to the national government is we respect our constitution. We respect the laws of Kenya. According to our constitution, private individuals are entitled to protection. Private property is entitled to protection by the government. I am humbly requesting the government to intervene and protect my property and protect me from the harassment I'm going through. Because what is going on is contravention of our constitution, is contravention of the laws of the land. And Kenya is a law-abiding country, and our government is law-abiding government. So my appeal this evening is that those who are in here be evicted. And if they are not evicted, I'll take the law in my hand. And I do whatever it takes to protect my property, because that is within the constitution. I have the mandate to protect myself if the government is not able to protect me. How can I be evicted from Lemruti, from Ngarua? I come here again, I'm evicted. Where do I go? And why should this continue?
Are you ready to give this to the government if they promise to pay the amount that you say?
I said that a long time ago. If they needed it, they buy it. If they have alternative land, we exchange title for title. That has been going on for more than 30 years. They haven't done it. And a government that is authorized to protect our constitution cannot be seen to be flouting the very constitution they are supposed to protect. I am bitter. I am disappointed that at this time and age in Kenya, what is going on can go on. I am appealing to the president of this country. I am appealing to those people who are responsible for upholding the laws of the land to intervene and do what need to be done to uphold the spirit of our constitution and to follow the spirit of the laws of this country.
And maybe do you think there is a plan to grab this land and maybe private developers to...
It has been on for a very long time. The governor of Nyeri, Honorable Mutahi Kahiga, has had interest on this property for a long time. He even approached me at one point wanting to buy it. And I told him, I'm not selling it. I took it to develop my institution. I live for promoting the African indigenous knowledge that has been abandoned, has been ignored, and I have done quite a bit in promoting African traditional medicine to WHO level, to Commonwealth Secretariat level, and other aspects of our indigenous knowledge must be protected, must be promoted. The purpose of this RAD is to establish an institution that can continue promoting the indigenous knowledge that has got the African to where we are. The indigenous knowledge that has given Kenya the reputation it has. Because were it not for our own indigenous knowledge and our indigenous way of doing our things, Kenya and the Kenyan people wouldn't be the way they are. Unfortunately, many people have ignored the very foundation of our knowledge system that make us African, that can continue to make the children who come after us remain as Africans. The home of Africa is Africa. African is Africa. We don't have a Europe spared for us. We don't have a China spared for us. We belong to Africa, and it's the African continent we must protect. We must promote our cultural dynamic to an extent that we keep on promoting the identity, reputation, and the pride of the African people.
Perhaps my last question, what's the size of this land and maybe approximately the street value of this property?
I haven't done the valuation recently, but I know it is more than 100 million Kenya shillings. It's worth a lot, but I did not buy it to speculate. I did not buy it to make money. I bought this land to have space to do what I live for, to promote African indigenous knowledge, African traditional medicine to the best of my ability. That's what I have done for the last 3-4 decades, and I'll continue doing it as long as I'm allowed to do it.
How many acres?
It's 6.2 acres.
Oh yes, the Bravo Republic marakurehera quick sale ya Kajiado County Royal Gardens Phase 2. Nimagoda very prime na utinagete brotisha 50 by 100. Negated community ethini wa controlled development. Thitima, mahe, macukuru, mathibitari, makanitha na mafarafara nĩ cia gĩkĩro kĩa igũrũ. Kuma mũgũnda ũyũ nĩ ndeka 10 kuma Kajiado Town na nĩ ndeka 5 kuma mũkawa wa Kajiado Resort. Broti ici ciredi na thogora mũbacĩrĩre mũno wa 1.3 million mbia cia Kenya. Kana arĩa me maju thũkamenderia $11,000. Kũhoro makĩria aranĩria na ithuĩ. Namba citũ nĩ 316 371 9196. Walie na Peter Ngaroia na Simon Jogu mari Arizona bũrũri-inĩ wa America. Kana 0722 735 569. Waranĩria na Sales Director Joseph Kenyua kana Clement Joroge mari Kenya wabici-inĩ ciao cia The Bravo Republic Central Plaza 2nd floor county-inĩ ya Nyeri. The Bravo Republic, join the Republic of Ideal Deals.